Voters cast their ballots in 650 constituencies across England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland in a snap general election called by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. It's also the first general election in the UK since the country's formal exit from the European Union.
The King has granted this request and we will have a general election on the 4th of July.
Keir Starmer.
Each of the 650 seats in the House of Commons represents a local constituency or electoral district. People vote for who they want to represent their constituency in the House of Commons. The UK uses an electoral system called first past the post, which means that the single candidate that gets most votes in their constituency becomes the MP. The party with a majority of seats in Parliament, that is at least 326, then typically forms the government. Barring a major upset, Keir Starmer's Labour Party is on course to win the general election by a record landslide. Starmer has promised to be the agent of change that Britain needs. Under Starmer, the party has moved to the centre of the political spectrum, abandoning much of its leftist working-class traditions.
We've changed our party. We're a changed Labour Party. We are asking for the opportunity to change our country and put our country back in the service of working people.
Starmer said his first order of business will be to boost economic growth. His party will establish a national wealth fund capitalised with $9.2 billion, which aims to attract £3 of private investment for every pound of public money. Labour has vowed to not raise taxes for working people. Starmer has also promised to resolve issues with long waiting lists at the NHS by adding 40,000 more appointments every week. While Starmer has been a vocal critic of Sunak's immigration policy, he too has promised to bring down net migration by introducing visa restrictions, training workers in sectors where there is domestic scarcity, and increasing border security. Labour has promised to scrap Sunak's controversial Rwanda policy. Rishi Sunak is the United Kingdom's first British Indian origin Hindu Prime Minister. At 42, he was the youngest to take the job in over 200 years and also the richest person to occupy 10 Downing Street. But now, Sunak is on the cusp of leading his Conservative Party to its worst ever defeat. The backlash against the Tories is so strong that Sunak may very well lose his own constituency, which no Prime Minister has done before. The UK has been mired in economic turmoil since it voted to leave the European Union in 2016, a move which Sunak supported. Currently, the biggest concern for voters is deteriorating living standards. Public spending has seen many cuts during the Tories' 14 years in power. The famed National Health Service is in a mess with a very long wait time. Conservatives have also failed to achieve their goal of lower migration. Their government is the first in modern British history to leave the people worse off than before.
I can tell you, it is not over until the final whistle blows, my friends. And I can also tell you that this underdog will fight to that final whistle with your support. So look, we have urgent work to do, my friends, because at this point now we only have a day left to save Britain from the danger of a Labour government.
Adding to the Conservatives' woes is a hard-right threat led by Nigel Farage, who was the architect of Brexit. He is hoping his Reform UK party makes gains and shakes up UK politics.
What's really interesting is the number of young people now coming to us. I never had that before. In all the years I led UKIP and talked about sovereignty and borders and all of those things, very few, in truth, of the younger community voted for us, and now the figures are really interesting.
Whatever the result, what's certain is that the new Prime Minister will inherit a country gripped by economic and social turmoil and a deeply divided political system.